Hello, my name is Peter Cannone, and I just want to say it's a pleasure to be with all of you today at the ABE Optimization Account-Based Engagement Summit. First, I want to say I hope all of you are really healthy and everybody's doing well in these difficult COVID times. But as an optimist, I know we're going to get through this. So let's get started. What I wanted to do today is be able to share with all of you some really interesting and compelling things built around account-based engagement. So let's talk a little bit about, the ROI and really what actionable intelligence with data really is. So first, let's talk about where we sit in the market today. Where we sit in the market today, it's a unique time globally. We are now have been accelerated into the digital world. Before COVID, we were slowly moving into the digital world, and a lot of us were working kind of both between digital and some of the legacy ways we did marketing and sales, lead gen, how we approach data. And we did things a certain way, and it was hard to break those ways. Well, COVID hit, and that changed everything. And what it changed was it accelerated us into the digital economy. We are all now forced to work in the digital world. Our selling organizations are now mostly virtual, talking to customers via video, Zoom, Microsoft Teams. Our marketing organizations are usually not together. We're usually working apart, and we're trying to figure out ways that we can all kind of get together and work best with the programs that can help drive sales and drive where we're going. While we do this, we have this whole new world of data. And this whole new world of data built around the idea that, it's healthy, structured, and being able to make it actionable that we can turn into information and onto revenue. Most of the data we've run into is not that way. Also, we've all been dealt with probably especially in marketing, some limited bandwidth with the fact that, through COVID, there was a lot of cost cutting in a lot of companies, and that changed things, and that made things a little harder for all of us. Well, here we come post-COVID, and in the post-COVID world, even though we're early in the digital world, there's this cry for data and insights, and this cry for how do we move and move faster, and the need to move our companies faster as we try to regain the traction and we start picking up on some of the demand that has been left, and we're starting to regain the demand and the momentum. Well, when you think about this, why aren't we feeling like we're crushing it? Why aren't we crushing it? And what are some of the things that why we're not doing this? Well, first, let's think about the fact that, we got to navigate some really difficult ways to collect data. Data is a collection, a gathering, it's all of these things. And, it's a web of questions of databases and vendors, and it's coming from a lot of different places, and all the different places, LinkedIn, Google, wherever we're collecting data, and how it's being aggregated together. And how can we turn that into revenue growth, revenue generation, and make it not a pain point for our sales and marketing organizations, but make it something that is actionable and that people can win. We can drive revenue with data, and there are a lot of ways to do it. And there's a lot of ways we can drive and make data that is unhealthy, make it much more healthy with the way we validate it, we inspect it, we nurture it, and we can drive that to give us alignment so we can win in the space. And really find, and I think we all are looking for, that single source provider of healthy data as part of their tech stack. That is the one player, the people that do that win in this market and win in this new digital world we're in. So we got to get our house in order, right? We need to get our house in order. And how do we get first-party recency data, multiple sources of intent? There's an increasing demand for buyer intent in the market today. There's an explosion of old and new data sources to keep information right, recent, and relevant. A lot of things coming at us. And how do we think about our responses to campaigns and emails? And also firmographics, a real new way to think about what we're doing with intent, how we're scraping that intent, and how we're able to action that. There's a lot of ways to do this, but we can get our data house in order, and we are getting our data house in order. And we, as marketing professionals, sales professionals, and folks, peers of our industry, it's all up to us to be able to do that, especially in this new digital economy that we're in today. Well, think about also the fact of the new TAM, of the fact that the total addressable market got to be 70 to $100 billion of what we're trying to look at today. Intent data has become highly valuable, and it's also hard to understand and how to make it actionable. So how do you find the right sources to help you be able to do that and help you be able to win? How do you look at these things to be able to find that validated, organized, inspected data to be able to do that, to give you to give your clients the high propensity to purchase your products? Some things to think about, obviously, is how we broaden our band, expand our firmographic scope, and really pay attention to the company firmographic scope. It's the next generation and kind of something that is now in play, and I think you're going to hear a lot more about that. Relevancy, being able to learn more and be able to understand where a client is, what they're doing, where they're buying, all those intent signals. And also helping you think about the way industry segments are kind of redefining themselves in the post-COVID world. Rethinking your target personas. Some of these roles are changing with the fact that the digital economy is here. The fact that we now all of us are global organizations. We're not all housed in one geographic place. We're all over the world working together. So it may help you think about how you retarget and rethink your target personas as you rethink about the usage of data, how we think about being able to leverage data in the new digital economy. The fact that people are more virtual, the fact that they may not have an office number anymore. It might just be a cell phone number or an email address. Things to think about there. So how can you use this actionable intelligence and contribute to a successful ABE strategy? Let's just take, for example, you're a cybersecurity company in this new digital world. For years, you focused on a specific ideal customer profile, probably in one segment. With access to healthy, verified data that's accurate, validated, enriched with firmographic data, with technographic installs, and intent engagements, and keywords and topics, you can begin to see outside of the traditional ICP and be considered your new TAM. You can also look at things that expand you into new industry segments, whatever those industry segments are. The message here is it's a whole new way in the new digital economy with a much different wave of thinking using ABE and using the new technology. Intelligence, think about the fact the prospect searching for solutions, and I just challenge all of us to think about the customized messaging and to our relevant keywords. Think about this for a second. As you're looking and thinking about the world today and the behaviors and where purchase funnels are starting. Purchase funnels are not where they used to be. Once again, the new digital economy, the way all monetarily, Bitcoin, all things that are changing, and we continue to move in a rapid pace in this new digital economy. We're still early, but even the way we're going to engage, multi-channel engaging with LinkedIn, email, events look very different. A lot more virtual events. A lot more time we're spending time together on video, talking about. A lot more podcasts. A lot more reading up on things. And unfortunately right now, less human interaction because of COVID, but hopefully that changes and at some point, we'll be able to spend more time together and be able to have those in-person meetings where we can strategize, where we can talk to clients about solving and be solutioning different problems that we have together. So thinking about this, I just want to kind of go back to the healthy data, the relevant messaging. And think about the fact that you really want to be able to find the right players out there that can bring it all together for you. Find the right players out there that can be the connective tissue between your marketing stack and your sales stack. Find the right players out there that can provide you healthy data that can be turned into tools that both your marketing organization and your sales organization can use. There are tools that are do it with me. There are tools that do it for me. And the fact that the client's doing it for you, using their own tools to drive the outcomes for you. Or there are tools where you can do it yourself. Be able to download your own lists with specific intent and be able to make those actionable to do that. And to give you the fact that you can engage and be with insights, and you can do retargeting and all different things that can be important to you. Relevancy targeting, as an example, is a place where we're going, thinking about that. So we call it account-based intelligence. Engagement, intelligence. We think intelligence is the right word for healthy data, actionable, analytical, driving revenue, reaching the right target with the right message at the right time. Can't be any better than that. So if you're an account-based engagement just starting out and you're new to this, narrow your target list down with some higher quality, actionable, maybe a little bit better for to identify some buyer intent signals. And that's going to make you more successful with the smaller segments and allow you to move up and scale into larger opportunities. But needless to say, engagement and/or intelligence both are critical to getting to be able to drive revenue growth. I want to say thanks to all of you for spending some time today and listening to the presentation. I wish all of you great success. This is a big opportunity globally for all of us, and there's enough out there for all of us to win. So good luck and take care.